So if you've not done this kind of session before, today is actually quite new because we're doing seated mobility, but this is a mobility, self-care, breath work, stretching kind of movement, and I just wanted to show how versatile it was really. So I'm aware that I'm a couple of minutes late. So I'm gonna start. So making sure that if you're seated in your chair, that you wiggle your bum right back. Again, like I said, you can do this standing if you want to. So in your chair, making sure that your position is secure so you don't feel like you're going to wobble off your chair at all. Not ideal for an armchair really if you've got big arms here on the armchair, but we can still do some movement with that. Okay, so we're going to start today with shoulder rolls. So pulling the shoulders right back and making sure that we're not hinching the neck up like this. Okay, so we're bringing the shoulders back and it's just a nice big roll. So shoulders are one of the areas where we carry quite a lot of tension. So it's really important that we look after those areas. Okay, so we're going to change direction. Now all I've got at the moment is my hands in my lap. So that's quite comfortable. If you wanted to, you could have your hands either side. So it's really whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay. And we're going to do individual shoulder rolls now. So if you need to take your arm up, if you do have an arm on the side of the chair, then just raise the arm up a little bit higher. I don't have any arms on this chair, so it's not too bad for me. So you want to go for about 8, and then we're going to change direction and do the same going the other way. And then we're going to change sides, so popping a hand there for support. We don't want to go too quickly. Excellent. And then changing direction. Oh, I can feel that, it's a bit clicky. Oh, that feels better. Okay, so placing the hands here, we're going to do a torso twist. Now with this, you work with your range of movement, so you don't have to go too far. If you're seated and you're used to doing this standing with me, it might feel like you can't move as far, but trust me, you are still doing spinal mobility. And you go at your own pace. So making sure that we're not going too quickly. So when I say your own pace, if you want to go slower than this, then you can, but this pace is around about as fast as I would like to go. Okay, let's do a few more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and taking the arms down, letting the arms hang, and that feels nice. Rolling the shoulders back, keeping the chest open, and we're just going to lean down either side. Okay, so you don't want to lean over too far because you want to make sure you don't fall off the chair. I don't want to fall off the chair. I'm accident prone enough as it is without falling off the chair. Okay, so taking it over side to side, feeling a nice stretch in the rib cage. Excellent, well done guys. So pushing through. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bringing the hands back into your lap, and we're going to work the legs a little bit now. So I'm just going to slide the leg forward and back in, slide and back in, pushing forwards and back in, forwards and back in. And you'll start to feel this in the lower back, which is fine. You'll start to feel it in the front of the legs, the quads. Now we're not looking for an intense feeling, this is not an exercise workout, but we do want to feel that the muscles are working, they're starting to warm up a little bit. You'll also feel it in the calves, so the back of the legs, okay? Let's push through. So you want to aim for about 8 on each leg, but those of you that know me know that I never count. So as long as it's even, that's fine. Let's do 2 more on each leg. So that's 2, and then 1 more, 1, and in. So we would do hip circles if we were standing. Now that's going to be a little bit difficult in a chair, so we're going to do hip rocks. Okay, so whilst we're not going all the way around, you've still got an element of hip mobility there. All right, so we're just shifting the weight from one bum cheek to the other. Let's not get it twisted. So rocking from side to side, and again you'll feel that in your lower back, which feels pretty good for me because I did a kettlebell workout last night. I'm definitely feeling it this morning. Okay, a few more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let in. The hands hang down now. Push your feet forward a little bit, and what I want you to do, so just my jumper, is lift the feet up and then lift the toes up. Lift and rock back. Lift and rock back. This is actually a really nice feeling and something that you can do if you're sitting at your desk. Lift. Good. Well done. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, so I want you to bring your arms up in front. I'm going to try very hard not to hit anything. So you're going to take the arm out to the side and back in. Out to the side and back in. This is me trying not to hit my banner. And back in. Out and back in. And what you can do is you can take the arm back a little bit further than what I'm doing. And what that does is it helps the rotator cuff, okay? So the muscles that are holding your shoulder in place. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Neil's going to hit the bottom. Out and in. So pushing back, out and in. And if you want to turn the head at the same time, you can. Taking it out and in, out and in, out and in. Okay, and let's finish on this side. Excellent. Drop it down, and I'd like for you to do a shoulder shrug for me. So just sending the arms up and down. Good job. Okay, so not very ladylike the next one. That next part. It's not very ladylike, but I've got trousers on, so you're fine, okay? So when you take your legs wide, you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexors, which are the small muscles that sit in the groin. So if you feel happy with this, what I would like for you to do is just put one hand inside, palm facing in, same on the other side, and then what you can do is just push back and release, push back and release, and you'll start to feel a stretch in the hip flexors. And this is a really great movement. Now please don't hunch yourself over, so I'm leaning forward slightly, but only because my arms are forward. Okay, so I'm not hunched over because that's not going to help my shoulders or my neck. Okay, so I just want to feel a stretch on the inner thigh and in the hip flexors at the same time. So I'm going to do 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Bring the legs back together and roll the shoulders for me. Okay, so I'm just going to shift myself back in the chair so I feel nice and secure. Feet are flat on the floor, and I'm just going to turn my head from side to side. So a lot of the exercises that we do can be done seated, and you can do as much or as little as you like, but the key is to keep moving. Okay, we don't want to seize up. And if we have no choice but to stay indoors, sometimes our activity can be very limited, like little to none. So that's why it's important that we do what we can to keep active. Last time on both sides. Okay, centre, and let's drop the chin down and back up. Chin down and back up. Again, chin down and up and down. 3 more for me. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Big shoulder roll back. Okay, so I'm going to move back down onto the legs now, and all I'm going to do is a knee lift, and that's helping to mobilise my hips at the same time. So we're just going to lift up and put the foot back down. If you're not able to lift too high, doesn't matter. So that high off the floor is fine. A little bit higher is fine. Okay, what you don't want to be doing is bending forward or be unstable in your chair to compensate for you lifting your legs up. Okay, you can have your arms down here, or you can have your hands rested in your lap. Let's do a few more of these. Let's do 4, 3, excuse me, 2, last one, 1. Excellent, okay. Roll the shoulders back. Now let's move into some stretches. So let's take the arm across and bring it in. So now that we've mobilised and we know that the shoulders have warmed up, it's safe to do static stretching. So let's hold it here. And change sides. Let's take it across. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Please make sure you let me know. And down. And roll back. Okay, let's stretch out the neck. So take the head to the side, drop the chin down. And lift it up. Turn to the opposite side and drop the chin down. And take it up. And centre and drop down. Okay, and just push down with your chin and you're fully increasing the stretch in the back of the neck. And bring it up. And the rain has just started here. And rolling over. And then one of my favourite neck stretches. If you lean the head over to the side and let gravity do its thing. And then we'll slowly change sides. And then bring it back up. And let's just do some wrist circles. And change direction. Okay, and some circulation. Fingers. Just open and close for me. And shake. Awesome. Okay, so our breathing exercise, we can still do it from here. If you want to do it from standing, that's absolutely fine. But if you're unable to stand, or you're sitting at your desk and you want to do that breathing exercise, then you can. So usually we would pop our hands here because we want to feel the diaphragm expand and then go back in. But if you're sitting down, I'm just going to ask you to place your hands in your lap and close your eyes. And then we're going to take a really deep breath in through the nose. And then out. And again, taking it in. And out. And 2 more for me, like that. Breathe in. And out. And 1 more for me, in. And out. And open your eyes for me. And you are done. Well done, guys, for trying out seated mobility. That is